Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of June 20th through the 26th. By the way, the 20th is the first day of summer. Yay! All right, so Monday, what you guys have coming up is the Three of Coins in reverse, Cancer. Three of Coins in reverse just means that you're going to be working on a project alone on Monday. For some of you, I feel like you're going to be planning to work on this project alone and enjoying that solo effort on Monday. And then for others of you, this may not be such a planned thing, but I do feel like after you get used to the idea that you're the one working on this project, you start to enjoy the freedom that that affords you. Let's move on to Tuesday, Cancers. What you have coming up here is Temperance. This is really coming up to me as this is a card talking about you really using a lot of patience on Tuesday. I think there are a lot of little things going on in your life Tuesday, and you're keeping the balance. You're keeping all of those flowing the way that they need to flow, and you're really using the patience that you need to stay. Maybe patience isn't really the word I'm looking for. Maybe more like resilience. There's a certain resiliency about you on Tuesday so that you can keep going, because it feels to me, this is very specific, so this probably won't apply to everybody, but there's somebody out there that it does. There's about 6 different projects that you're trying to work on Tuesday, and they're all sort of littler projects, but they all do take your energy, and I feel like just in order to do what you need to do with them, it's basically to make it all work, you have to hop from working on one project to working on the other 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 project. So it may be that you're setting up something and getting it rolling, and then there's a waiting period where to make efficient use of your time, then you come over and you start working on this second project. And it feels like all these projects feel very similar, like you're setting them up and then there's a wait period before you can do more, and when that wait period is over, you have to go back, excuse me, and then start that project on the next step. So I do feel like you've got numerous, like about 6 different ones that you're floating around to, and I feel like it is having that many. I feel like by the time you get done with the first process of the first 6, then you're just about ready. If the first project isn't waiting to go into the second step, it's really close to waiting. It's close to being done. So I feel like you're going to be busy, but it's going to be bounce, 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 and it's going to take some patience and some resilience and some focus to be able to go this project, focus on it for a few minutes or whatever it is, and then focus on this other project that's a little different. Just going to take a little bit of extra, a little bit more than just trying to focus on one project for a couple hours and getting it done. All right, so that's Tuesday for Cancers. Wednesday. 6 of Clubs is showing up for you guys in reverse. 6 of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that on Wednesday you are working on some kind of project that not only benefits yourself, but does also benefit other people in your sphere of influence. These people could be in your family, they could be your friends, they could be in a wedding party. Not sure where that came from. I'm sure it applies to somebody though. Or they could be coworkers. So I don't feel like you have this project complete on Wednesday, but I do feel like you're spending a significant amount of time or of your thought energy on putting it together and making progress with that project. So Thursday, what do we have here? The Knight of Clubs showing up for you, Cancers. Knight of Clubs I like to see. This is something that does talk about taking some kind of action on something that you feel inspired about. You're happy. You're excited to be doing whatever this is. For some of you, Cancers, this could be something that's very musical. This could be something that's very artistic. It could be painting-based, sculpture-based. What this is going to be some kind of expression of yourself, even if it's not in the arts realm. I used to know an accountant who told me that just being an accountant, you could be very creative within that field, which was nothing I ever suspected before. And now when I'm hearing it even coming out of my mouth, I'm a little worried about how creative that person was and if it would get them in trouble or not. But anyway, you can be creative. My point is you can be creative in a lot of ways that are not what we normally think of as the arts. So, and hopefully in legal ways. Usually. There are a lot of legal ways to be creative that are not in the arts. So I think that this is doing something that's creative for you on Thursday. Could be songwriting, could be band practice, could be that you're performing out on Thursday evening, could be that you're painting, could be that you're putting up a mosaic in your child's nursery, could be all kinds of different things. Hopefully you'll recognize it. It's some kind of action that you're taking, that you're inspired to take, you're excited about doing. All right, let's move on to Friday. Two of Swords showing up in reverse on Friday. Two of Swords showing up in reverse just means that you have a decision to make on Friday and you're procrastinating on it. I feel like you want to be as fair as you possibly can, but you don't feel like you've been given enough information yet to make that decision in a fair way. And so that's why you're procrastinating. I think you're going to wait till your back's against the wall and you just have to make the decision before you do. And I feel like because you're not, I don't feel like you are going to get that extra information that you're wanting. I think you're going to have to make this decision based on your gut feeling. And I feel like that's what's going to be sort of squeezed out of you at the last second when you have to say what your decision actually is. Now on Saturday, what we have coming up for you Cancers is we have the moon in reverse. And I got to tell you, if the moon's going to be in a spread, I would rather see it in reverse than any other way. Basically, the moon in reverse just means that there's been something in your life, some situation that doesn't really completely add up. Like there are some things going on there that there's enough going on there to tell you that there's more going on than meets the eye. And so when the moon card comes up in reverse, it's like somebody took that situation with all of its mystery and all of the unknowns and just took a spotlight and just shone it right on that situation. And so now you can see all of those moving parts that you couldn't see before. Now you understand why things are the way they are. Now you see all these things that were in mystery. Now typically when this card comes up, whatever it is that you're seeing the whole truth about now, now that you're seeing that whole truth, it's generally going to change how you feel around that situation. Because before you just had bits and pieces of the truth and you had formulated an opinion based on those bits and pieces. Well, now you've got the whole truth, and so that sort of changes things. And it changes how you see this situation, and it changes where you want to stand with it. Let's move on to Sunday, the Ace of Coins. This just means that you will be receiving some kind of gift Sunday. This generally is a tangible gift. It can come in the form of something like you look down when you're checking out at a self-checkout in the store and somebody left $40 in the change slot and walked away, and there is no way to tell who that person could be. Maybe nobody's around. Could be that somebody actually literally gives you a gift. Could be all kinds of different ways that this comes in. But just receiving some kind of gift, some kind of surprise goodness in the material version of things on Sunday. Okay, Cancers, that is your week. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic week, and I will see you back here the next time. Peace out.